So, hello. I'm back again. Didn't stream yesterday. I said I wasn't going to, though. Did I? No, I think I did say I was going to. Whoops. Uh, doesn't matter too much, I suppose. But, uh, yeah, what's happened, happened. What's happened, happened, and, it'll just be another quick stream today. Yeah. Yeah. I did a few things yesterday, actually, doing, not major. But I did, my weekly stuff, so then that we don't have to worry about doing that.
There are leaves around,
Which is, you know,
and I know just the
good.
tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Oops, let's get with that. There. Now, that should be okay. Uh, yeah, so I'm gonna hop on to do my dailies. God, yeah, I need to stop leaving it so late. But like, in all fairness, I wanted a bit of a break because I just did a 10-hour shift. 12 till 10, yeah, fun. Anyhow. Uh, so one, two, three, where's, oh, four's in there as well. Okay, it's grand. They're all nice and grouped up together. That's nice. That's nice. Hmm. Tomorrow I'll try to stream a bit more. It was just like I just wanted to just relax for a bit after work, so I left it until 2 a.m. Took 4 hours off. Why not? Oh, I kept meaning to, but like I was reading something, so I wanted to finish what I was reading. Cause okay, if you probably like, I probably brought up in like previous shit before, but like I fucking love fan fiction, right? All it's like fucking one of the main fucking things I read now, and I guess in and out of the like of I get in and out of the habits of reading stuff. What you, you're reading what? Break the stone piles first and the chest. What's that even mean? Well, just break these tree and the other tree. Better. Oh, that was
I hope the
fucking
others find
simple enough.
some.
How about you? Grand. Now, let's do this. Easy peasy. But yeah, was reading fanfic. Is I like couldn't remember what chapter I left off on because I just had like I used to be so on top of reading all my updates, but I just like stopped reading for ages and I just never caught up to everything. And I just like would read new stuff and just go back to the old ones because it seemed like I'd lose interest in them or whatever. But this is one that I really was interested in, but I just couldn't remember how many chapters I'd missed or uh anyway, doesn't matter. Point is reread the 20 chapters it had. I know 20 chapters sounds like a lot, but it's 20, it's like not too many words. Actually, how many words is in that one that I just read? I don't know. And for your information, if you want to know what it was, God, I could even tell you the name because it doesn't fucking matter. No one's going to see this. But, it was a Tokyo Revengers one, right? And, I fucking love Tokyo Revengers ones because nearly every fic involves time travel. And time travel is like one of my favorite fucking tropes in fanfics. Which is where they like go back in time to fix shit. And that is just the premise of, uh, Tokyo Revengers. Forget the fucking fanfic version of it. But but yeah, so was reading fanfic, and it's such a good one. You don't see many you don't see many fics where Coco like Kokonoi and Takamichi are like good friends, but in this one he is like they are. They meet in like chapter one. There's 20 chapters out at the moment, and oh, it's just so much fun.
Don't be such a brute.
Oh, yeah. So should I give a name? What if someone does eventually watch this? Fuck. It's called Requiem, okay? And it's like fucking amazing. So if you review bomb it, I hate you. If you go and read it, you'll fucking fall in love with yourself. It's Takamichi goes back in time 15 years instead of the 12. Do after Mikey shoots him. Is this spoilers? I don't know if it counts as spoilers or not. Cause like saying that saying that means like nothing to people if they haven't watched Tokyo Revengers. And even if you've watched a few episodes, that doesn't sound like anything. Like, okay, he gets shot by him. That could happen. The future, the past, that could happen. Like fucking, do when you're dealing with multiple futures, you're gonna get like shit going wrong. So Takamichi getting like shot, like it's obviously gonna be in the future because if he got shot in the past, he's gonna be fucking dead. But like we're already well aware of like people around Takamichi and Takamichi getting like shot and shit. Like I'm pretty sure he doesn't he get shot in the end of season one as well. So like don't it's nothing new. It's they're doing gangs and shit, they're gonna get shot. Uh but point is uh in one of the futures in one of the like futures yeah. I suppose Takamichi gets hurt in like every future, doesn't he? Like, sure, in the original one, he got like fucking run over by a train. Well, not run over, but he got like literally episode one gets pushed on the train tracks. So like he gets hurt in like every fucking timeline, every future. Doesn't Mikey shoot him in the foot in a different future as well? Like he got angry at him and shot him in the foot. I think he does. But yeah, and obviously like what in the shot one that I'm on about, everyone knows which one it is because I think it's the most well. If you're up to date with, I think I was saying the other day as well. I was talking with Tokyo Avengers, and I think it was chapter 267. Do Takamichi's after like he's getting the visions and he's like keeping up. You know, he's like fucking he was dodging, he's keeping up, and next thing he just fucking bam bam fucking knocks the lights out of him. Well, we don't know if he's down yet or not, the opponents, but everyone's just there like, am I like Mitsuyo was looking at this like, am I seeing things? It's like, is that Takamichi doing that? Is Takamichi doing that? And uh but yeah, just like watching like senses over here like, what the fuck did I wake up to? but uh but it's in you can have that. Anyway, uh yeah, where we are right now, I'm pretty sure that was the last thing that happened in the, you know, like last time Takemichi went to the future. I'm pretty sure that's what happens was the shooting one, and I'm pretty sure that's why like when I think like, oh, Takemichi getting shot, that's one that we all think of. And even after getting shot, he was like, no, Mikey, I'm gonna save you. He's like, fucking, it was like, don't you go nowhere. I got you. I got you, bitch. But he finally got, he got Mikey to admit that he needed help, and it was like, oh. God, I think this really is spoilers. No matter, no one's watching. And if you were getting spoiled, lad, you could have gone for it. The VOD is right there. You can go for it any time you want. Anyway, so in this, after the whole like scene, instead of going like back 12 years like he usually does, he goes back 15 years, and he ends up. This is like, so doing like this is before Kazutora and so doing like, yeah, this is before Kazutora and Baji try to steal the bike and everything. So he's able to like go back and stop that, but not before like that happens like chapter 2, 3 say. But in chapter 1 he's like fucking tries to save this little kitten, and then he gets like someone finds him. He's like, oh well, he's like, no hospitals, and this guy's like, fine, I know a guy, do like friend of friend, he'll patch you up. And it turns out that it was Coco who found him, and Coco brought him to oh, what's the name? Fucking Shinichiro, the brother.
Thank you for completing.
And
Ad Astra Abyssos.
so he was able to stop the bike being taken. Like he was like getting Coco to teach him how to fight. And eventually, like after, like stopping the whole like fucking thing, like them stealing the bike, he ends up in hospital because of it. Because like he's trying to like stop bashing Kazutora, so like he's obviously going to get like fucked up. And everyone got like some people were getting a bit like suspicious. Like Baji was in this event. Baji was the one who kind of like did more damage because Takamichi freaked him out. He was like, "Baji, stop this!" And Baji was like, "How the fuck do you know who I am?" And like freaked out and hit him. So so yeah, everyone yeah, he ends up doing like more damage. I do like even like a solid fucking whack, and like Takamichi like hits his head and shit and passed out. And like Coco was like fucking like yo, he was just there like what the fuck. Coco was like trying to press charges and shit. He was like, how dare you? But Takamichi was like, no, I forgive you. He was like, what? What were you thinking? Like, how dare you try to throw away your life like that? What's this? I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. I'll figure it out.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
So yeah, they start the bike being stolen, but Shinichiro ends up like fucking up his leg. So afterwards, he pays for Kazutora to go to therapy, but he makes Kazutora help him out in the shop because he can't walk properly. He's got like a limp and shit now. So Kazutora's getting the help, and he's getting like, he's got like a job now. He's like got shit to do. He's like set on the right path. Baji kind of like instantly knew what was going on was wrong. So he like, ooh wait, no, it is the wrong team. So Baji was fine then, and Kazutora is getting help. But beforehand, when the whole bike stealing thing was going on, what you call it? Coco and Takamichi weren't actually like hanging out at that point because what happened was Inupi was brought up and Coco was like, how the fuck do you know about Inupi? And he said, oh, sorry, I assume like you're my friend, I know nothing about you, so I asked Shinichiro about you and all this, and so he got like pissed off and left, but it turned out he was like staying with Shinichiro. But and like they're like and like Takamichi was like, what the fuck? I was asking Shinichiro where you were, and he said like, dude, he hasn't seen you. And he's like, yeah, because I told him not to tell you I was here.
My apologies.
So yeah, so Coco is there like to help, doing like to help stop shit from happening, but why Takamichi got hit and all that initially, like doing shit, like how shit went bad so quickly was that Coco wasn't there. And what's the next one? I think that's it.
Time to go.
But yeah, so do like Takamichi knew about Nupi, and Coco was like, what the fuck, and he ended up like leaving. But in the hospital then, like Takamichi like fucking, he got hit so hard he was fucking passed out for 2 days, like, right? But when he finally wakes up, Coco's there, or no, like he wasn't initially, but like if that evening Coco ends up like turning up,
Time to go.
and Takamichi apologizes. He's like, listen, I'm sorry, and they're like, I shouldn't have brought up a new people, like, I shouldn't be like looking into your life sort of thing. And the moment he brings it up, like, what the fuck? The moment he brings it up, okay then, he brings it up and Inupi's like on, not Inupi, Coco's like on him in a second, because he's like, yo, I'm after asking Shinichiro, and he said he told you nothing, so how the fuck do you know there's Nuki? So, so Takamichi ends up telling him about, the time leaping, and so now he's got a Nuki on his side helping him. It's not a Nuki, fucking Coco! So things are going good, they end up, Coco ends up, asking Hanma to teach him how to fight, because you know, like, he knows like they'll have to fucking try to save Mikey and shit. So you know, he's there like, okay then, I need to navigate to the next one. Why do I keep not doing that? No, I did. Let's stay over here.
Time to go.
But so they end up they end up going to Hanma to get like training tips, and uh and Hanma even like contacts the Happening Brothers, and it turns out that what ended up happening, right, was Hanma was kind of iffy, not iffy, but like he's kind of like what's in it for me stuff. Oh my god, he's kind of like what's in it for me. So he ended up so he kind of like bargained with him for a bit, kind of like met Takamichi, saw what the whole deal was about, and then when he was kind of happy with it, he was like, okay, I'm gonna bring it to the Hackney Brothers. You? And like he ended up getting like a deal with he struck a deal with Coco where like doing like Coco was giving like 80% of like the next of the next like fucking deal he struck, like doing like whatever money he got from his next little job, he'd get like 80% of it. And on the train, they're taking the train and meet the Hackney Brothers, and I don't know, like I don't know if anyone watching this like reads fan fiction or any of that shit, right? But it was just super fucking funny because like they're taking the train to meet them, and there's this like trope that I see happen often enough in Tokyo Revenger fics, which is Takamichi is like a god, of cooking. Oh, that's cute. He just pure fucking amazing at cooking. And it's in this fic as well, right? And it's just so fucking funny because he made a bento for him to eat on the train, doing like him and Coco, and what? How did I get meat off that? What was there? Yeah, he made a bento, and is that all of them? Yeah. But like Hanma kept like he just kept pestering him and shit. So he ended up he kept like asking like questions and pestering them. So Takamichi just like took a rice ball and like fucking shoved it in his mouth to shut him up. And and dude, that's when Hanma had a realization that Takamichi can fucking cook, or well, Takamichi is food, and then like Takamichi's like, oh yeah, I made it myself, and he was like, what the fuck, you did? So so then he struck a deal where like he struck a deal with Takamichi to get like doing so much food, like he was like, oh yeah, I get to go over and have like a proper meal, like a once a month. You make me bentos every weekends, and you make me treats for during the week. And they're like they strike this deal, and then like Han was like nice, and he calls the Hackney Brothers like, okay, doing the way I said these guys wanted to beat you up and you're going to kill them. Yeah, I lied. I thought it was going to be really funny, but now I have a deal with them, and I can't let you kill them, because I'll lose out. So so yeah, I thought it was just like really fucking funny. What am I looking for? And then even the Hackney brothers, when they're like, okay, what do you offer him? And they're like, Coco was like, oh yeah, I said I give him money. And Hanma's like, oh, I'm also getting food, and they're like, what the fuck do you mean? So like, so Takamichi's give like Hanma food for a year. He's that deal, and then like and he's got to do it for 6 months for the Hackney brothers, and they all kind of like agree that like, listen, between the two, 1 hour, 2 hours of different colors, just 3 different hours, okay. Uh, but it's just super fucking funny. They're like they're all just there like, Coco, you shouldn't get bothered with the money. You should have just offered up the food. Everything would have been perfect. So we got green. Uh, where are all the other little bitches? You're also green, aren't you? Red? Oh, you. I was there like, what the fuck? What you mean red? So yeah, Takamichi and Coco learn to fight for a bit. Uh, Kazutora asked Takamichi if he wants to join Toman, but like Takamichi was like, no, 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 no. Doing like, he's afraid of like, he like, kind of when he sees Mikey again a bit, because you're like, yeah, they left off. But also he like freaked out when he saw Sanchiro because of that. So he's just there like, yeah, I can't afford to like freak out when I see him. So so he kind of like says no, and he's like afraid that like if he sees him, he'll end up kind of like giving in. That like, you know, like, because he knows Mikey has to like sort his issues, but he's afraid that like when he runs into him again, that he'll just forgive him for everything, and he'll get nothing. He won't be able to fix anything. Is there like a yellow Aranara? Like, what one am I missing? Like, there's red boy, there's green boy. Where'd those siblings gone? I'm pretty sure they were all like fucking different colors. But yeah, proper fucking good. But yeah, Takamichi turns him down, and he never tells Coco. And Coco gets like kind of pissed off then because when Hanma joins Mobius, is it Mobius? Whatever the fucking name of that like uh other group is, doing the you know, the fucking ones. Uh, they're the first gang that like they fight in the anime and the manga, like doing doing like Draken gets stabbed. God, this fucking sea creaks so much. But whatever that gang is, they're doing like, you're still a red one, aren't you? Orange, fuck yes. No. So Hannah offers a place to Coco, and Coco was kind of like, no, like what about Takamichi, and like, and do like the moment he goes like, oh, what about Takamichi? Uh, it literally goes like Hanma stiffens, and like doing like okay, you realize that like Hanma doesn't want to involve Takamichi in this. That like he just does not want it to happen, and it's he convinces Coco. He's like, listen, no, Takamichi doesn't like us. Doing like, he's too soft. He's too like, he may be able to fight, but he's like, his morals is not strong enough. And Coco kind of accepts it. And then like it goes like doing Coco leaves, and then like you get like a broken up phone conversation from Hanma, and he's like, no, I asked Takamichi, he refused, and then like you're there kind of left thinking like, did Takamichi actually refuse, or did he is he lying? Did he not like ask him at all? And then you find out that he never asked him at all. He never like even considered asking him. That in fact Kasaki was really insistent about Takamichi joining them, and so insistent that Hanma hesitated, and Hanma is scared of the Hanma is scared of getting Takamichi involved. Yeah, so he doesn't want to involve Takamichi in everything. And it's almost as if they kind of treat it as if they treat it as if oh, sorry, what was I saying? They treat it as if he just doesn't. God, my head. Yeah, he just doesn't want to get Takamichi involved. Okay, I can't think of what I was about to say, but that's long story short. He wants to he wants to keep him safe from uh he wants to keep him safe from Kasaki. What's everything done? It kind of felt as if like he was scared almost. It was like it was kind of like it was really interesting the way they wrote it. I really felt that like that Kisaki mentioned Takamichi, and next thing Hanma like do it is that like he hesitated, like usually he's all for that type of shit. Like, he's like, oh yeah, that whatever's funniest, whatever's like funnest to do. But this happened, and suddenly it was like no. Suddenly it was like no, 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 you're not allowed to. You're like dude, he has not let Kisaki meet Takamichi. Like dude, he doesn't realize that they've already met, or that like or that like obviously Takamichi knows everything, but he refuses to let Kisaki meet Takamichi, and like the fact that Kisaki's so insistent on it, it freaks him out even more because he's like he does not want it to happen, and yeah, so he asked Coco to. He didn't let Takamichi join, and Coco went back to Takamichi. He was like, "Oh, listen, we can join them. Like, I'm gonna say we could make a place for Inupi when he gets out of the reform school." And Takamichi was like, no, no, no. He's like, I told you this. And, like with Kisaki, with everything. And Coco was like, oh, we don't know if Hanma's met Kisaki yet. Doing like neither of them realize that he's met him at this stage. And And who was I taking in again? I'll take in Noel for
I
this.
will protect you.
Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. But yeah, and then that's when Takamichi brings up that doing Katsutora asking to join Tolman, and Coco fucking snaps then because he's like, did you do then you like Takamishi's like, oh, but he didn't offer a place for you. So I said no. He's like, oh, you didn't even like try to get me in, did you? He's like, oh, I bet if Sano asked you, you'd join instantly and all this, and he ends up like storming off and he uh ends up joining Hanma and Kisaki then doing Mobius, or the fucking group is called, and Takamichi's still holding out hope that like maybe he hasn't gone, but then he gets a text, like a picture of a text for, uh from Hanma saying like, don't hold it against me, sort of thing. Like do like it as a picture of him, Coco, and what's the name of the guy? He starts with an O, whoever the leader's name is.
Time to go.
So they're all as in like they're all part of the gang, and I like, oh, like talking to me, he's so fucking mad and upset that he flings his phone away. He's talking to like Sanchiro. He's like, why won't someone just choose me? Why won't they stay with me? And you kind of have to feel bad for him because because like he's trying so hard to like help everyone, but like everyone seems to be focused. Like even himself is focused on Mikey. It's always like Mikey, 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 and the only other time wasn't Mikey was when uh when Nato, what fucking I haven't heard his name repronounced in ages. Fucking the Hina's little brother was when, and he was focused about Hina. It was always like the focus went from like it was Takamichi as well. Even for Takamichi, the focus went from Hina to Mikey. It's always Hina or Mikey is the person he's worrying about, and
Clouds high. The birds call.
yeah, it's always someone else. That I do remember seeing that there is a point where in the future, like